Man, it is Saturday and I am still making videos off the Thursday MLB The Show live stream that they did over on the San Diego Studio Twitch channel. They talked about Diamond Dynasty, all of these new pieces of content, these new features in the game mode. There was just so much to unpack from it. I had to break it up in multiple videos. I already talked about the live series players ratings that they revealed. I already talked about the XP reward path. Those two videos are on my channel if you want to go check those out. But today I'm going to be talking about Team Affinity. Team Affinity was revealed in the GameStop Monday that was released last week as well, and basically from the looks at it, it's kind of looking like a new version of Team Epics. So I want to go ahead and break down everything you guys need to know about Team Affinity so you guys know exactly what to expect when you're jumping into the game on day one. If you're excited for MLB The Show 19, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to cover everything as it comes out. If you want to be up to date with all the new information so you don't miss a thing, hit that subscribe button. This is the place to be. But anyway, let's talk about Team Affinity. So in MLB The Show 17, they introduced Team Epics, and they were basically programs that had missions tailored to a specific team. So for example, in MLB The Show 17, you had to beat the Rockies a couple times for a mission in the Rockies Team Epic. And then you had to do specific missions with Rockies players, and ultimately, once you finished that Team Epic, you would get a very, very nice reward from that specific team. One of the best Team Epic rewards in MLB The Show 17 was the Andre Dawson card from completing the Nationals one. And then in MLB The Show 18, they brought Team Epics back. They worked a little bit differently. They were their own individual programs. Once again, you had to do statistical missions with players from the team. You had to do, other things along those lines like exchanges. And then you would get a reward at the very end of it, a player from that team. And it looks as though for MLB The Show 19, they took out Team Epics and kind of replaced them with Team Affinity. Now, Team Affinity is kind of the same idea. You're just doing things with team-specific items, and at the end of it, you get team-specific rewards, but it looks like it's structured just a little bit differently. So I'm going to go ahead and let a clip play from the stream, and I'm going to let you guys take a listen, and then we'll break down.
So, well, let's just jump in there and look at it. So there's 30 for each team. There's team-specific rewards and a optional set of ways that you can unlock said rewards. So actually, when we were talking about March to October rewards, in the March to October, it is combined in here with the Team Affinity concept. So let's go into, you want to go in there?
Let's do it.
Let's look at the Cardinals. So here on the left, you're going to see all the ways that you can earn progress in the Team Affinity. And I'll just cover right away, the March to October is one of them. So what people were asking, well, what rewards do I get for March to October? Well, it depends on when you play it. Let's assume you play it at the beginning, the game launches, and you've decided, you know what, I'm a huge Cardinals fan, I'm going to go straight to March to October. And I'm going to try to play it on a higher difficulty level. Well, let's look at these rewards on the right. So you're going to get 20 for beating it anywhere, and then an additional 10 for every difficulty step that you can beat March to October on, and that's going to be one of the options for you to progress the Team Affinity, but it's not required. You have other methods, as we'll talk about.
You know what's peaking there? It's our first card of Rogers Hornsby.
Hey, there it
That's
is.
the mid-Cardinals.
Let's go.
Rogers Hornsby.
So how do you get the diamond, for example, playing March to October? Well, if you haven't played anywhere else in the game, you haven't played in DD, for example, if you beat the March to October on Hall of Fame difficulty or higher, you're going to get, scroll to the right, 50, and they're going to reveal who the diamond is for the Cardinals right now. It's Bob Gibson.
1962 breakout Bob Gibson.
So you're going to get 50 Team Affinity progress for winning on Hall of Fame. You're going to get 40 for All-Star, which is up to the stadium sound and everything before it. You're going to get 30 for Veteran and 20 for Rookie. And then, so look, the majority of people are, I'm going to be honest, they're not going to be able to beat March to October on Legend, or if they are, it's going to take them
How dare
long.
you? How dare you?
I mean, prove me wrong, but the game is difficult on Legend, and in March to October, you can't be doing like save scams and stuff, so you have to actually earn it.
So as we already knew, March to October is going to have an impact on Team Affinity. For me, I'm an Angels fan, right? If I want to go in March to October and I want to play with the Angels, if I end up winning that March to October mode, I am going to get program keys for that Team Affinity with the Angels. And what's nice is that these rewards are going to be stackable. So if I win on Legend with the Angels in March to October, not only am I going to get the credit for Legend, I'm also going to get the credit for Hall of Fame, for for All-Star, for Veteran, or whatever the other levels are. So that way, instead of having to play March to October 5 times, I get to play it only once, as long as I win. But that's going to give you a nice boost, because to get a diamond, at least in this Cardinals program, you only have to get to 50 keys, and if you do that in March to October, you really don't have to do anything else. So I do like the fact that they have incorporated a single player mode like March to October into the Team Affinity, which is going to kind of, you know, bridge the gap there. But let's say you have no interest in March to October. Let's say you don't care about that single player mode at all. You just are really more interested in playing Diamond Dynasty and playing with that team. That is still okay. So let's take a listen to this next clip.
Now, so what you can do though, if you want, is that when you win on, say you win on All-Star, you get to 40, and so now you're only 10 away from that diamond. Well, let's look at the other ways that you can make progress. So again, in our, we just want choice. We don't want you to be grinding weird stats and stuff. So all you have to do is plug in Cardinals players into your squad, and so for
DD squad.
Into your Diamond Dynasty squad and play with them. If you plug them into your squad and you play with them in Conquest and any of the modes that counted stats, which are it's all the main panels on the Diamond Dynasty screen basically. You will get, if you play one game, you'll get 8 or 9 innings per Cardinal you have in your lineup. So if you do the math, if you filled your roster or whatever with Cardinals, you're actually getting like about 81 innings per game, 9-inning game that you're playing with all Cardinals. So you get 250, you get 5 progress. Now if you take it online, because we know like that incentive in the past has been, oh, I'm going to play offline, I'm going to grind these offline.
The rookie grind.
Well, we don't like that. We want you to, we don't want you to, again, be thinking that there's a best way to grind things. So we put this incentive, and we talked a lot about, okay, well, how much would we have to incentivize doing this online for people to not feel like they need to go do it offline? And that's where if you play with them in your online, in events, in BR, in ranked seasons, you're going to be getting bonus progress in addition to that top line, right? So you'll
so the top one is not offline. It's general.
Anywhere. The top one is anywhere, and then plus the bonus of if you play with them online, you get the extra progress for those.
So there you go. You don't have to play March to October. You could do everything in terms of online gameplay or Diamond Dynasty gameplay. And really, when they're saying 200 innings, that is not a lot. You know, 200 innings is really not that bad. If you have to pitch 200 innings with a certain player, then, you know, that's a little bit more weird. But 200 innings with all those players, that's really not going to take that long at all. So if you don't want to play single player modes, you don't have to. You can do this all online, so that is a way for that crowd to get this Team Affinity progress done without making them play something they don't want to play. But there are even more ways to get some progress in Team Affinity. Let's roll the next clip.
Okay, so then there are some also exchanges. Optional, again, not trying to require exchanges.
Let's show a different team.
Let's show a different team.
Let's
show the Ace. That sounds great.
All right. So
if you want, there are 3 one-time only, non-repeatable, tiered up exchanges for people that, you know, once you get a bunch of cards collected and you just want to. This one's going to be fun, I think, because you basically go destroy your rivals in the exchange and melt them into progress for your Team Affinity.
Right.
So each team, we've identified their division rivals and their natural interleague rival, and those are the guys that you would go exchange in order to get some progress. And it does ramp up. So, you know, if you're me, I'm probably going to do the first one. I'm probably not going to do the second or third one, to be honest with you, but maybe later in the year I'd think about it once I had a bunch of cards and I was trying to skip some stuff. So
let's say you love shredding rivals. What does that get you?
Well,
instantly,
so like if somebody, or like if whatever, I don't know, if Moneybags McGee or the guy who bought the special edition wanted to go and immediately just as fast as he possibly could in real time get that diamond. Those exchanges will get you to 45. So if you did all those exchanges, which I'm definitely not going to do, but you know, that's some people definitely will. It would jump you straight to 45, and it's a lot. It's actually a lot that you'd have to exchange to get there. And then all you have to do is go play with some dudes, some A's in your lineup for, you know, whatever, a handful of games stacked with the A's or whatever, and then you got the diamond.
Or
So-
just beat March to October on Hall of Fame, and you get Donaldson
Exactly.
on back.
So there's also some exchanges in there. Now, I know people are going to hear the word exchanges and freak out over it because of the way exchanges were structured in 18. They've already made it very clear that they have learned from the past and they have no intention of having any mega exchanges in this game. And remember, if you don't want to do these exchanges, you don't have to. There's other ways to complete this Team Affinity program without having to do that. And if you're near like the end of the year and you want to get that diamond card that's in the Affinity, then, you know, you might have a lot of cards, you know, kind of just collecting dust in your inventory, so you could probably get rid of some of those in the exchange anyway. So once again, just another way for you to, you know, knock out progress in the Team Affinity, and they give you a lot of different options. They give you some single player options, they give you some Diamond Dynasty options, they give you some exchange options. There's a lot of different ways to go about it. Now, the Diamond card is going to be sitting usually at 50% or 50 program keys in this Affinity, but there is rewards after the fact as well.
Like, we want you to be able to show that off with these specific rewards from this specific section. And it's not just players, right? We see a team-specific stadium sound theme to that city or that team in every area. We see the icon that you get and the nameplate. And then if you scroll all the way to the right too, the guys that really put in the work at the end will get a nameplate that really shows off how much they care about an exclusive nameplate for the dedicated fan, and it does take dedication to get that thing, so I doubt everybody's going to go for it, but if you're really hardcore into it, you probably will. So.
Now, I'm just going to be honest, with having the 100% be a specific nameplate, I don't think you're going to see a lot of people going past the 50% mark. I think a lot of people are just going to get their diamond card and kind of get out of there. Unless you're a really big fan of the team and you really, really want that nameplate, then yeah, you'll go for it. But I mean, most people are going to go for it just for the player. So really, you don't have to complete a lot of the Team Affinity. If you want to just get to 50% in all of them, you'll get all 30 diamonds. But ultimately, looking at the rewards for Team Affinity, I mean, I am going to, you know, obviously do some missions towards it, but if all the cards are going to be around an 85 overall rating, I don't know how much Team Affinity I'm actually going to play this year. Of course, we'll wait and see what all of the cards look like, and if one of them is really, really good, I might go for that one, but for the most part, I have kind of my eyes set on other factors in the game and other ways I'm going to play it to get the team that I want. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about Team Affinity down in the comments. Are you going to be playing this? Are you going to be grinding these? Are you going to be playing March to October? Let me know down there. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Like I said earlier, subscribe to the channel. The launch of the game is almost here, and we are going to be going after it hard. So make sure you guys hit that sub button. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me here today. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.